Hi guys, it's Sherry. Today we are going to be doing a mixed media project. I bought this is like a whiteboard and it was in the shape of a house. And then I took 3 little beads and wood glued them on. And I wood glued these on a couple days ago to make sure they were nice and secure on there. And what I am going to do is I'm going to take 3 of my house cutters here. And I'm going to do the large ones. And then I'm going to place them inside. And then we'll get a little bird on the top. And it's going to be super, super cute. But I did get a company, which is Hippie Crafters. And they asked me to do a quick review. So I'm going to use their clay today and see how good it works for these type of projects. I did pull their clay out yesterday to kind of test it and see what I thought of it, and it's nice and soft. It almost reminds me of the clay that you get off of Amazon. I bought a lot of this stuff for my kids, so I really want to see how it works. So this piece right here, I'm going to put this in my oven along with these to see if they would be good for earrings or just for crafting. So you'll see here they sent me an entire box, 48 different colors. They're beautiful colors. I mean, just fabulous colors. So you got blues and pinks and all different color greens. I mean, look how gorgeous that green is. So lots and lots of different beautiful colors. They give you these really cool tools. I have a lot of tools already, so I might end up keeping some of these or giving them to my daughter. I'm not sure yet, but I like this fan one because I feel like that would put a good imprint. Yeah, look at that. So that would be really cool. So that one I'm going to keep. I think that would be useful. These would be good for the mukume game. So that one's pretty cool. And that would be good for mukume game too. And then it looks like you have a smoothing tool with a little knife on this side. I have a ton of these. And this one, I'm not sure what you really do with this particular one, but you do get some tools in the box. So it is a really nice set. I'm just very curious to see how the clay works. So we are going to try that out. But they also sent me a water paint set, which I'm excited about because I want to really incorporate these into my mixed media classes and work with these. So let me open this up. Maybe. There we go. And look at all those colors. So this will be another project, but I just want to show you what I received. So I got all the different colors and the water paintbrush tip, which these are nice. You just fill it up with water and then you could paint. So very, very nice. I love those. I bought those separately another time for different projects. And then I got a whole box of acrylic paints, which I'll be using these on my clay, my wood earrings, things like that. So you can never go wrong with acrylic paint, but I'll let you know how these hold up. My tester is always going to be the white paint because I love when I could do 1 coat instead of 12 coats. So that's going to be my little tester. So you get an entire box. And they're nice sizes. I mean, you get 2 ounces. That's a lot of paint. So that's nice. So these are going to be perfect for my wood earrings. So you got all different colors here. But beautiful, beautiful set. I'm very happy that they sent this to me. But let's get going on this project and see how this clay works out for us. All right, so let's see. This is 1 ounce clay too that they send you. They don't send you the 2 ounces like Polymer clay does, I'm sorry, like Sculpey or something like that. Sculpey is always like 2 ounces and Cernit and stuff like that. So these are 1 ounces. It's half the size, but you do get 48 blocks of all different colors, which is super nice because they have a bunch of colors that I don't see other places. So we're going to try all these colors. So right off the bat, I'm going to tell you they're very wet clays. I feel like this is something that I would have to leach. But because I am going to be just doing the little houses, I'm not going to worry too much about leaching my stuff. I'm just going to go with the flow and see what I get. With the white, I know I just need a little bit. I'm taking this color because I'm only doing one house. And I'm going to mix that with white because I just want to kind of blend it and lighten it up just a little bit. And then I'm going to do a little bit of my yellow as well. So let me roll these out, and then we will start getting our pieces together for this project. Okay, so I rolled these out to my second thickest setting. I will tell you, they leave fingerprints very easily, so you're going to have to make sure to get a wipey and just wipe them so you don't have fingerprints all over your pieces. Matter of fact, what I am going to do is I'm going to lay these right on my tray. I will cut them on my tray and then just bake them exactly where I cut them out. So let me lay them down. I'll smooth everything out to get all the fingerprints off. I always think a lot of people don't want to buy the cheap clay. I'm not saying this is cheap clay, but it has the same oiliness to it. But a lot of people don't want to buy this type of clay because they think it breaks easily. But if you are doing mixed media and putting something on a wall or putting it on a vase, something that's not going to be touched all the time like jewelry, you are okay to use that clay. I have used Sculpey Original many times in my pieces that I don't touch. I just create them and leave them sitting on a shelf or on my wall, and they are perfectly fine. So don't ever be afraid to try a different type of clay. I am going to get saran wrap because my cutters are detailed. And I rolled this out to my second thickest because I want to make sure that I'm getting all these beautiful details on my cutters, or I mean on my clay. So let's go. Cut that one. Let's do this one. And then this one. And because this is a stickier clay, I always would recommend you use saran wrap because it will be more likely that your clay will stick in your cutter. Oops. I didn't go all the way down on that one. There we go. And that one cut all the way through. I really love these cutters. I absolutely love them. I ended up doing a project for my members only group, and I used these same cutters, and they just came out beautiful. I absolutely love these. So let me see, what color do I want to do my bird? I just now remembered I have a bird. Let's take this one and lighten it up a little bit with our white. But here's my other project with these little houses. Look how great this is. I love this. So if you want to check this out, go look at my members only group and you'll be able to learn how to create this candle holder, or I put little fairy lights in it and it lights up beautifully, and you'll learn how to do the snow and detail all the little extras onto your cutter pieces and stuff like that. So it's a great video. I'm going to grab a roller here, and I'm just going to roll to give my bird some design and texture. Look how gorgeous. I will say one thing. This roller looks fabulous on this clay. I mean, it really looks good. I really hope that we're able to do jewelry with this, because look how gorgeous that looks. And that was barely any pressure. That worked out beautiful. Always smooth your clay out. All right, so now I'm going to throw these in my oven. I'm going to put this in my oven as well, because this is about the thickness that I would do my earrings on. And we're going to test this and see. Actually, I'm going to do half of that. We're going to test this and see how everything turns out. Oh, you know what I want to do first? I'm kind of all over the place today. I'm sorry. I want to add a little bit of texture to my roofs. So just get any kind of little tool like this. And then, nope, not that one. Sorry. Where are you? I had it earlier. Right here. No, not that one. Come on, where are you? Looks like a little spoon thing. Okay. Okay, so get a little tool that looks like this. It has like a little scoop for like a little spoon. And then all you do is push down, and it's going to give your roof little marks to make it look like shingles. I am really big on having detail in all my pieces. So if my cutters don't always show them, I will add them. Okay. All right, put that in the oven. Bake at recommended time and temperature, and then we will start working on this section while this bakes. All right, so I grabbed my chalk paint, and I'm going with this gorgeous color because I think it's going to look fabulous with the color clays that I chosen. I'm going to do the inside and this part too. So all these are, like I said earlier, are beads. And I put that there so I can hang my keys off of these 3 areas. And as long as you do wood glue and you set it for at least 24 hours, it will be safely, you know, it'll be strong enough to hold your keys on there. So I'm going to go with a small paintbrush to start to do my insides, because I need to be a little bit more careful that I'm not getting paint all over my little chalkboard, or not my chalkboard, my whiteboard. Oh, I could have used my new acrylic paint. Sorry guys, I could have tested that out, but I'm so stuck on this color that I didn't even think about it. So I'll do another video using their paint. I'm just very keen on this color. I just love it. All right, so all of this needs to still dry, but I'm going to try to get the inside here where I made a little bit of a mess. So I'm going to take my stick here. I'm going to soak it in alcohol, and then I'm going to take this stick and go right up to the edge, and that's going to really clean all that paint off of there. You can see it just peels right off, and it gives a nice clean sharp edge, which is great. All right, let me just get this one last edge here, or side I should say. And then I'm going to let this dry completely while my clay finishes up. And then we will come back and put everything together, and you're going to be really amazed on how cool something so simple can be turned into a great little wall decor piece that you can hang your keys on and write little notes on. So for example, like this whiteboard, I could put home sweet home. I could make little reminders on here for my kids, you know, something like that. It's a really, really neat way of making a whiteboard part of your home instead of just looking big and bold right there. My paint is dry, so the next thing I want to do before we finish it up is add my antique wax. So what I'm going to do is just go add this in different areas and then wipe it with my wipey. And this is just going to add a little bit of darkness to it and antique it a bit. So you don't need a lot of this stuff. Oh, let me grab, with the wood it's a little harder on my baby wipe. It's kind of, there we go. It leaves that little fabric on there and I don't want that, so. You could also add white to this. That would look really good. And let's add a little on our beads. I love having just that touch of brown on there. It just always looks nice. I hope you guys can see it on the camera as well as I can, because it really does make a difference. But I know sometimes with all the lights I have, you can't see things as well as I can in person. So here is my clay pieces. So they're very bendy. They're still slightly warm. So I'm going to give it a little bit, I'm going to give this one a lot of time to like cool off, because as it cools off, it might not be as flexible. But I got to tell you, if they remain flexible like this, that would work for jewelry. So we'll let that completely cool off. Now, what I want to do with these is just file my edges a little bit, get everything nice and clean. And I just, honestly, I just use a nail file because the cutters work so well that you really don't need anything stronger than a nail file. So what I want to do next is add a little bit of white paint to this, because I think I need to highlight this a little bit. I'm going to get that paint right into those windows. Like really shove it into that clay. Get it into my roof areas. And then I'm going to take my wipey and wipe that off. And then all I'll have is the detail that I want to show. And then let that dry. Okay guys, so next we are going to start adding our pieces on. Let me get this all nice and cleaned up here. So now I'm going to add my little houses, one above each one of these little beads that I put. So in order for it to stay on, I'm going to add my No More Nails. And this stuff works amazing. So if you ever want to use a nice glue that really works well with Polymer clay. This is definitely one that you're going to want to get your hands on. So just press that in there. And then my little bird, I'm going to actually just put that little bit on the wood and stick my bird right up there. And then wipe my hands off. And there we go. Once everything dries, our little houses will be staying put. Our little bird will stay put. I mean, you can see it's already on there. And then you just get your little marker and you can write whatever you want and hang your keys off of it. Very quick, easy, simple, and a adorable little project that you could do with your family, that you could give as gifts. And let's just see. Let's write home sweet home. I mean, how cute is that? So you could write little messages. You could, you know, if you're, you have older kids and they stay home by themselves, you could say, you know, do your chores before whatever I get home. Take the garbage out, whatever it may be. This is such a cute little thing. So now, before I get off, let's just check this. This has been a while. And I gotta tell you guys, I really think these are pretty tough. I mean, I'm bending this pretty good. I mean, it's cracking a little bit, but who's going to do that to earrings anyway, or a piece of jewelry? So it does crack, but it might be, if you did like a thicker one, I'm going to play around with this clay a little bit more for jewelry, but I think it's perfect for crafting. If you're doing a mixed media piece, I think it's going to be perfect. I'm not sure about earrings or jewelry, but I mean, in all honesty, nobody's going to bend their jewelry like that. And I mean, I could drop it. It's not going to break. It is flexible. Now, how is it going to be in 4 or 5 days? Because as your clay cools off and the older it gets, the stiffer it gets. So that might be a problem in the long run. But for crafting, I would definitely recommend this clay. I think it's great. I love the colors. I'm going to play around more with it for different crafts. So if you don't want to spend a ton of money on different colors when you just need a little bit, I would definitely recommend this particular one. But like I said, for jewelry, that I definitely would do a lot more testing on, because it does crack, it does break. But I'm really bending this, so I'm not sure if I did this to Sculpey, if it would do the same thing or not. So that would be something that I would try and maybe test and do a little experiment down the road with another video. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. If you did, please remember, thumbs up, subscribe, check out my membership for bigger and more detailed projects, and I will see y'all next time. Bye!